Hey guys, it's Jim Halterman from TV Guide Magazine and TVinsider.com. I'm here with the lovely Mary Steenburgen. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Jim.
You
How
know,
you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm really trying to get the most out of this time by staying home. I'm luckily staying home with my best friend in the world, so
That's great.
that's really blessed. I feel really lucky about that.
Have you ever done a musical number inside a mortuary with caskets all around you? And it's not a real happy place, but there's this really great number that happens in the episode. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, Jim, let's just talk about how many musical numbers I've done in my life,
Well,
period.
this is true. Yeah.
Uh, you know, a lot of these people are real Broadway people, and I have, you know, barely, until we did the show, I had never actually sung and danced at
Right.
the same time. And um, so for me, this is like a total jumping off a cliff and learning all new things. And and of course, that is my addiction.
Yeah.
Ted always says that's like some people drive race cars. You drive yourself into these situations where you're utterly unprepared and you make yourself do it. And so you're right. I've never done a dance number in a mortuary, and it was Mandy Moore's amazing choreography and vision, and I really enjoyed doing it. I love working with Andrew Leeds, who plays my son David, and
Yeah.
he's been doing musicals since he was a kid, and did Broadway when I think he was like 7 years old
Wow.
or something, in Les Miserables. So it was really cool experience, and I haven't seen it yet. You're ahead of me on this, but the
Yeah.
other thing that was great about that episode is that I got to do a scene with Bernadette Peters, who
Yeah.
I look up to so much. I just think she's a magnificent talent, and I had never worked with her, and I thought, oh, please let it be good, because this is like, you never want your heroes to let you down, and it was so much more magnificent than I could have ever dreamed. She's
Yeah.
just such a intensely connected, talented, truthful actor that probably doesn't get enough attention because of her beautiful voice being the
Right.
thing that everybody talks about. But just doing a scene with her was so magnificent.
Yeah, I have to say it's a really touching scene. I won't spoil what it is, but the connection you two have and how her character actually helps Maggie through kind of a complicated time, because here Maggie is kind of preparing for her husband to pass away because his illness is getting worse. But it's a really beautiful scene. So that was one of my questions I was about working with her, because the acting between the both of you is really fantastic.
Well, she's like, it's like having a great dance partner.
Yeah.
It really changes everything when you have that connection with somebody, and she's remarkable.
Yeah, and Paul Feig, who's one of your executive producers, he's also in the
Yeah.
episode in front of the
Oh,
camera, which
God.
is fun.
I, had to really rein in the getting tickled with him. We had we really had fun, and it was a thrill to have him there. That was our first time to have
Yeah.
him be in Zoey's, even though he's such a huge part of it. So it was, that was really fun.
Yeah. Tell me, when you find out you do have a song in an episode, what's your kind of either research or rehearsal for that? Because I don't know if you go and listen to the original song, or do you just focus on the lyrics, or how do you approach that? Like in this one, it's "We've Got to Get Out of This Place," which is great. But like, how did you approach rehearsing for that one? Just knowing the song, I guess.
Well, first of all, I'm the age that I am, which included that song coming out and me and being a part of my young years. So I
Yeah.
knew that song. I don't know if I would have known every lyric of it, but I
Yeah.
really knew that melody strongly. And so that was great. It really depends on this song. The thing that's so beautiful about what Mandy Moore, our choreographer, does, and for those of you who don't know, it's not the actress, it's the
Yes.
choreographer, Mandy Moore.
Correct.
They're both brilliant and both musical. Um, our Mandy Moore is works so uniquely because um, all of the dance comes out of the acting rather than you act into, act through dance. It's you start with the emotion
Right.
of the, and she doesn't figure it out in her head. She watches you, she talks to you about what's your character going through, and the movement literally is organic out of that. And it's really lovely for me as somebody who hasn't been a dancer that um, I have been an actor for, I think this is my 45th year or something. So that is where my comfort is, that to approach it. And that's where she loves to work with me from, is like, okay, Mary, what are you feeling here? And
Okay.
so that's really beautiful.
You guys watch Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist Sundays at 9 on NBC. Mary Steenburgen, thank you so much for your time and chatting with me.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks so much.
Of course. Thanks.